Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. My name is Baer. I'm here to work on a jigsaw puzzle, and I'm also here to hang out with all of you. I'm going to start by throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the tier 2 blue emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you feel like being a lurker, that's okay. You can just lurk, and that's also cool. Lashbrick is here. Hello, Lashbrick. Pardon me for a second there. Welcome. It's a Saturday, and the goal for tonight's stream is to work on this gosh darn jigsaw puzzle. I don't know how many pieces we've got done here. I could count them, but that doesn't feel like a good use of my time. I think what I'm going to do is at some point, maybe before Monday's stream, I'm going to go through and count the pieces that I haven't, because it'll be a lot easier to count the pieces that I haven't put down. Hey, Aristophan, welcome. And then I'll be able to know how many I have, because I'll just do that 500 minus what I have left is how many I've put down, that kind of thing. I did a few of these off stream while I was sitting here kind of organizing. A few of them became very obvious where they go. So I'm a little bit better off than I was on Thursday. We'll go to the overhead so you can see. So I have made some amount of progress. I can't fit the whole thing. Well, if I go this wide, it's very difficult to be wide enough where you can see all the pieces. So I'm not going to go that wide, but we'll go like that wide. So you can at least see most of what I'm doing here. And then there'll be a photo at the end of the stream, on my social. And then also it'll go on my Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I got a 7 here, so the card that has 70 up. I don't imagine there are that many, and then there shouldn't be more than 1 7 artifact that also looks like this in the top right corner of it. I know. Here's the thing. When it's zoomed out like this, you can't really see what card, what I'm dealing with, right? Even for you to be able to see, I have to go like this, and then you can maybe see the magnifying glass. But then I can't see the magnifying glass, so if I go like this, you don't see it, but it's good for me. There's no good solution between you seeing the major progress and you seeing the minor progress. Because if I zoom in so you can see the piece that I'm currently working on, you won't see where I put it on the board at all. It's a weird thing that I haven't figured out a good solution for that yet. The only good solution is that I figure out some sort of tracking software where the camera would follow my hand movement, and I don't have the ability to do that. So that's not a solution. That's like a theoretical solution. All right, so I'm looking for a 7 cost that is brown in the corner. So we're gonna look at I'm using this guide here for that. So we're looking for 7 in the top right corner that's brown. Doesn't look like this side of the map has a 7, or the legend, I guess you could say. So now we'll move over to the other side and see if I can find a 7. Because there has to be one. Okay, Sandstone Oracle is a 7 cost, and that matches. Okay, so that's what this is. So that is here. It is next to this. It is this piece right here. You can see that there, that I know that's together. And then does that fit there? It does. Great. Check that shit out. Now, do these two go together? They don't. That there has to be another card that goes in between, or another jigsaw piece that goes in between. Okay. We're making progress, as I said. I'm going to knock on some wood here that our stream goes well tonight, vis-a-vis not dropping our bit rate. I am currently using the Virginia server, not the Georgia server, the Atlanta, Georgia server that I normally use, because they are dealing with some weather down there, and that server seems to be junk right now. Maybe it'll be better later, but right now it appears to be junk. So I am using the Virginia, which is closer, but the Atlanta, Georgia server seems to be better for this. So we'll see. All right, our next piece here is a creature. It is a creature construct. You might be able to see that there is a creature construct. So I'm looking for a creature construct that has the word launch in its description. So now I will look for a creature construct. So underneath artifacts. So we're looking for an artifact, creature, construct. Staunch Throne Good is one of those, but it doesn't have launch in the description. Launch but it doesn't have launch, but it does staunch. I wasn't looking for the word launch. I was looking for the word staunch. It's right here. Okay, so that's in the middle of the here. And that is Staunch Throne Good. So I don't have that. So it's somewhere around here. This goes somewhere around here. I don't have the exact place this goes. It goes somewhere. It's in line. Well, I can say that it's in line with Charcoal Diamond. So it's somewhere around here. That's as best I can do with that piece. Our next piece, 7-7, and it says easy. There is flavor text that says easy. So I'm looking for a 7-7 on the bottom here. And with flavor text that says easy. So that should be, to borrow a word from that we're using here, easy. Straightforward, simple. Also, I got the quote-unquote pro tip or the strat that perhaps what I could do is, if my eyes start straining while doing this, I could just close one eye. And that might be easier. Because 2 hours with the magnifying glass is not necessarily great for my eyesight. All right, I did not find the 7-7 here. Where is the 7-7? It must be on this side, and I missed it the first time, so we go back. Also, I'm going to try, we'll see, I'm going to try to keep the piece I need in my hand at all times, because there's so many pieces on the board that if I put it down, I might not be able to find it again, or I'll have to really look for it. All right, so we're looking for a 7-7. I have not seen a 7-7, so when I find it, this should be the only 7-7. Where the fuck is this card? Seriously though, where is it? Why can't I find it? This piece exists. It's one of those things where like it's on here somewhere. I'm just not finding it, and that's very weird. There's 2-2, a 1-1, a 9-9. So it's like, oh, is it gargoyle because it's blocked? But no, okay, it was hard to find because it's the card that is the most covered. It's one of the golems that is a 7-7. So that is above the eye, which is here. And next to the one of the gargoyles is the other gargoyle. So that goes kind of like here. It's not great. It's next to, yeah, that card is next to that card. So it kind of goes like here. Estimation. Not great. Would have been better if I could have just snapped it into something, but, you know. It is what it is. Does this go to there? No, that doesn't go there. Okay. Next piece. This has the text. It has flavor text that ends with the word missionary. It is perilous. Perilous is the name of the card. And it ends with something, a missionary. So I'm looking for flavor text that ends with a missionary that is a perilous something or other. So now I'm going to look for every card that has flavor text and look for a line that says missionary in it. These are a little harder to find than some of the other ones because they're, hey, this is a thing. A lot of artifacts have flavor text in them. All right, so I didn't find this immediately here. We'll look on the other side. Try to get our flavor text here that says missionary in it. Okay, this is a perilous mirror. This is a piece of perilous mirror, which is down here. We can see some of the perilous mirror. It is here. Wait. Ah, here it is. It goes there. Excellent. That's where it went. We got two pieces snapped together. You can't really see it because of my chair, but you get it. This is a 3-3 that has the flavor text of the crater. So there are a lot of 3-3s. Not a lot, but there are multiple 3-3s. But we know that this 3-3 has flavor text that we can find. Just going to keep this paper down for a second. 2-2. 3-2. I'm looking for a 3-3, so it's on the other side. Also, I have to be careful when I'm lifting up my my photo here that I don't move the pieces around too much, which is why I was kind of doing it, holding it, but that's unlikely for 2 hours. 4-4, 0-0, 1-1. Okay, I missed out on the card that is a 3-3. Oh, there's a 3-3. And it says crater. So this is an artifact creature golem. So that is on the line of this in the middle, somewhere around here. Is it this piece? No, it's 3 up. So yeah, it's somewhere around here. Say 3-3. I'm going to put it there. This is not exactly right, but it's somewhere around here. Is it this piece here? Does it go here? No, it's not there, so it's somewhere up here. So we'll see. Not this here, is it? Oh, it is. It's here. It goes there. Okay. This is, yeah. I misunderstood exactly where I was on this. That goes there. Do these two go together? No, there's definitely a piece that goes there. All right. Moving on. Today felt like a little bit of a throwback because if you didn't know, we got some wild card football going on, wild card playoff football going on, and my dad wanted to watch the game that's on Prime, so I got the laptop set up so that he can watch it. We got a gargoyle here, folks. We got a gargoyle. We got a creature type artifact gargoyle. So we need to find a gargoyle that has some of the light like this going on here. That's a golem construct. So it is somewhere around the blade here. We've got our top of the gear. So this shouldn't be too hard to find. It's probably on this side because it is a creature. It is an artifact gargoyle. That's a golem as well. Artifact creature gargoyle, and there's some lighting on the side. Yes, so this is the Lumen Grid gargoyle. So Lumen Grid gargoyle is on the same line as jeweled. It is somewhere around here. It is below burnished. Wait, no, it's below blade, so it's here. It is somewhere around this area here. Is it this? It is. It's that card. Okay, great. Because that's in line underneath blade, because that herald, yeah. So this goes here, about here, give or take. This is about the right spot, and I think this is a little lower. Next to it. We'll figure it out. Yes, I got the laptop set up so that my dad can watch some of the football. Okay, so we've got a card with a 5 in the top right corner, and next to it is the beginning of a word that starts with BR and what appears to be an A. So now I am looking for a card that costs 5 and then I'll see what's next to it. Okay, so I'm looking for a 5, and then I'm going to see what is next to it and see if there's a card that starts with the B. Looking for a card. Okay, so this is the top card, Blade Griff prototype into Brass Herald. So that goes, it's this piece. Now, it occurs to me, friends, viewers, compadres, that there might be a better method than this method. But I don't know what it is. Because the other method I had was, like, there's something to be said for, and people do this, just going like, oh, no, it's not this one. Okay, well, then is it this one? No, it's not this one. Okay, well, it's this one. Like, this just worked. That was just a joke. I was like, oh, what if it goes there? That did go there. And there is something to be said for doing that, like taking this piece and just being like, oh, does it go here? Does it go here? It's like, that's a method. Trying to figure out the blade at the middle, that was a method. To me, reading this and trying to find it on there is like the only thing I could think to do. So I need, there's some flavor text here, but this is Prophetic Prism. There will be a description of a card and it will say that. So I'm going to look to see if I can find Prophetic Prism as the name of the artifact, because that'll be the easiest thing. But some of these cards are covered up, so I might not be able to find it. Prophetic Prism, but we're going to look for a Prophetic Prism first. Okay, so Prophetic Prism, it goes here. I have made a discovery that I'm going to tell. Clippers, get ready. The cards are in alphabetical order. These artifacts are in alphabetical order. It starts with A and it ends with W. I didn't know. I didn't know. These cards are in alphabetical order. That's why the golems are here and the W. So if I'm looking for this card, which is Prophetic Prism, I just need to find the P's. Okay, so it's this one. So even though I can't see the name of the card, I know that's what this is because it's Pirate and then Ring. So it's this one. It's right here. That's the card. It's in alphabetical order. I didn't know. Oh, man. That will help. So if I see a card, if I pull a piece out here and it says, if I get a piece of the name, which now, okay, so Seer's Lantern. I know Seer's Lantern is somewhere around here because it's an S, so it's got to be in this area somewhere. It's over here. Seer's Lantern is over here. It's this piece. Because that's where the S's start. Let's start over in here. Okay, so this is the description that is below. It is somewhere around here. Where's the 7-7 go? I don't remember where the 7-7 goes. So this piece is next to the ring. It is like somewhere around here. I don't remember where the 7-7 goes. I should figure that out now before I move on any further. The only thing I can do for this is 7-7 easy, and I think we already figured that out already. This was a thing we did today, but I don't remember where there's a 7-7. Maybe I didn't do it, and I just put it in a weird spot. 119911. Where are you, 7-7? 1, 2. Okay, yeah, I must have just put this in the weird place because there it is. It's 7-7 goes over there. Yeah, I was in the very wrong place. So that is next to the Limeguard Gargoyle. So that is up here somewhere. That is That is up here somewhere. Okay. It's kind of the right spot. Was it Phyrexian Trin form? No, it's next to Phyrexian. No, Phyrexian Trin form is a 9/9. This is a golem. The golems are kind of covered up. The gargoyles and golems are kind of covered up by the centerpiece. No, Phyrexian Triniform is a 9/9. When it dies, it creates 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature tokens. So if you got a golem deck, you want that thing to die. And then hopefully you can pull it out of your graveyard and make even more golems. Because you decided to make a golem deck, which I think is pretty cool. This is an artifact creature that has flying. And it starts with a B. Whenever B. So now I can look for, in the Bs, is it Brass Herald? Brass Herald doesn't have flying. Burnished Heart doesn't have flying. This is, I don't want to say this is a game changer, but this is something that I wish I had recognized earlier. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's not correct there because it says whenever something, but I didn't find an artifact creature that has flying that starts with a B unless they didn't put the full title in there. So that doesn't help me there. But let's look for any card that has flying in it as the first word of the... Okay, no, Blade Griff Prototype is an artifact creature griffin with flying. I just missed it. Okay, so this goes like here, basically. That goes like there. And then does this go next to it? That does go next to it. Hooray! We're doing it. We're doing it. And that goes down one. These are all kinds of just sort of. Also, because this piece, I didn't have a big enough sheet of cardboard, there are folds here, and so it does make this not perfectly even, which is okay. It's annoying, but it's okay. Okay, so this is Perilous Mirror. I know where that is, not only because I know where the P's are, but also because I've been looking at this piece here. This goes here. Hell yeah. Oh, look at that. We're connecting things. We're finding things that we need. We're making it. Get the blade going here. Look at this. Like we're chaining things together. This is going great. It's all coming together. This is another mirror. This is, I want to say this is Shimmer Mirror. Yeah, because of the color scheme. So that goes here. You can't see it because I'm blocking it, but I just put a piece down. And I'm very glad I did that. I found it. Very glad that I found that piece there. This is another mirror. Oh, we got a mirror party going here. So there's another mirror. This might be Shimmer Mirror. It says flash when artifact. Yeah, cast artifact. So this is also part of the same thing. This corner is looking great. I'm going to show you because I'm proud of it. There's a corner right here. Right over here. It's looking real good. Looking real good. Go a little forward again. Whew, okay. Yeah, this is like big. This is a big thing. Again, not a game changer. All right. I think I originally was like, couldn't figure out where this quote was, and my eyes were bothering me, so I gave up on this piece. But this has a quote from Kara Vrist. So this is a card that has a quote from Kara. So we were looking for flavor text that is attributed to Kara. Or Kara. Kara? It's probably Kara. So let's look for flavor text attributed to Kara. I do not see that here, or here, or here, or here. Okay. Nope, that's Chami or Shami. Chami. Hey, I played we usually I talk about the second hour. I'll just talk about it here because I like being able to just say things without having to be like deep about it when I'm doing this part of the stream. I I played with my D&D crew. We've been playing some various games, just like hanging out, having some fun, not doing anything too hard or too difficult. So we've been doing a lot of, we're taking a break from the D&D game. So, or because we ended it, we're taking a break from running D&D, I should say. This is my D&D crew. We ended our last campaign because our GM is getting married and has a lot of life stuff going on and wanted to cut back on how many games they were running, which is like, yes, do that. So they did that. And then we were kind of like, weren't sure if we were going to start with something new, if one of us wanted to run it, all of that. We have somebody maybe interested in joining and hanging out. So we're just doing a bunch of different one-shots. And I've been running, what ended up happening was our last one-shot, which I ran, which was us playing just like a fun little nonsense thing of me just like taking it very easy. We're doing some improv, having some fun, seeing what's up. Everybody liked it. So today we did a second shot. We've already broken our rules on the third one shot. We broke our rules and we did a secondary shot on it. I have not been able to find Kara. Maybe that's why this card is familiar, because I gave up on it before. Where are you, Kara? There you are. You're a Lumengard Gargoyle card. You are not the 7/7. You are next to the 7/7. You are the... Ooh, that's not right. That's not a cost 1 upheld. What card that says upheld? This is in the wrong spot, so I'm going to move this, and I'll deal with it later. This is... this card is next to Lone Seeker Stone. And this is on the same line as this card here. This is the bottom of this card. So it goes here, the 7/7. So this goes next to the 7/7 like this. Like here then. Yeah, so somewhere around here. That goes. And Prism's Eye is... All right, so wait. Artifact creature, gargoyle flying. Oh, so this goes here. Great. I figured out where it went. And then I don't remember where this goes. This card says upheld, and I feel like we did figure that out. It's got flavor text that says upheld. I just think I put it in a weird spot. Maybe. So anyway, our 2-shot went really well. I had a good time with it. Cost 1 upheld. Upheld. Okay, so this is Foundry Inspector. This definitely got moved. This is... Oh, this goes here. Hell yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that was in a weird spot. I think that was a card that... Or, I can't say card sometimes. I mean, because they're cards. That was a jigsaw piece that I put down and forgot where I put it, I think. All right, this is an artifact. This says Sunsert. So this is an S here. I believe that is going to be over in... Whoop, I just dropped it, but I could find it, thankfully. Yes, that is Sunset Pyramid. This is a Sunset Pyramid piece. So that's down here. That is here, and it goes right there. You can see where that went. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. Making it happen. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know if we're gonna keep going with this. We're playing Fiasco. I don't think I actually said that. I'm sorry. I don't think I said that. So this is this is a little bit of a tough one. This piece is an artifact, which they all are, but it's got this like little design in the corner. And I think I can figure this out by looking at every artifact and seeing if this is the bottom right piece of it. And also, it does say 1, so it does multiple things. So I think I can figure this piece out. This one maybe I should have saved this for later, but I think that by process of elimination, by looking at every card here, I can figure out which one this is, and it's not on this side. I'm triple checking. But I think between the fact that there's a 1 there and a 2 there, and the fact that its art looks fairly unique. Okay, yeah, so this is a staff domination card. Untapped staff, yeah. This is it does say staff there, but that was a little hard for me to tell. Okay, so Staff of Domination is next to this. It's this fucking piece. Hell yeah. Whew, awesome. All right, that goes there. There are some cards we have had 0 pieces for, so it's nice when I can find something that lines up. Since like I said, there are plenty of cards that have had no luck. All right, so this card says, what did I think I could figure this out? This card just says ATION, and it's somewhere near like the yellow outline. So it is the name of a card, and it says ATION, and it is somewhere in this kind of outline here. So I guess I thought I could figure that out by just that. It's not that one. Not Inspector, it's not Golem, it's not Herald. This feels like a fool's errand, Pat. Maybe it's on the other side and it's like in between. Yeah, it would go here somewhere. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Is it? No. Okay, so this one was a 1. For some reason, I thought I could figure this out by like knowing where these pieces go here. And I can't. So this is going to go in the not yet pile. Lashbrook says he knows the answer, but I don't. So it's going in the not yet pile. Someday I'll figure it out because eventually I'll have to. But right now, I actually don't even know where that went. So I'm not going to be able to find that again. So that's okay. Next piece. They can't all be winners. That's why there's a whole pile for them. Flavor text ends in the word demolish. So I am looking for flavor text that ends in the word demolish. And we'll do our best to find that. Tomorrow I do have a session that I have signed up for where I am not the GM or the DM. I am doing a one shot in D&D with some people for my collective that I'm a part of. I am looking forward to that because I don't mind running games, but I also love improv and goofing around and D&D. This person is trying out some stuff. They are running a heavily modified 5th edition D&D format where it's very simplified, and we are getting our sheets that we know our characters. We can play them however we want, but the actual characters themselves are going to be given to us because this person is trying to run games for new people. And so they're experimenting with their own kind of like starter game. So it might be a little handholdy, but that's okay. Hours to Demolish. This is Sunset Pyramid. So that is... here it is. That piece goes right over here. You can't see it, but it went right there. Okay, next piece here. Inventor. Universal Solvent. And then Inventor. Universal Solvent is a card that exists, and it goes right there. Hell yeah. Now I know that since it's Universal Solvent, that's in the bottom right corner. Here's a golem. That's just a fucking golem. That's easy to see. This golem lives over here. Let's see. Howling golem. You live, yes, you're right here. This lives somewhere in this area, and that's where you live. Hey, Lord Crashington, welcome, welcome. I'm working on a jigsaw puzzle, in case you couldn't tell. This is the bottom of a 1/1 and the top of a card that costs 3. So I am looking for a card that is a 1/1 that is right above a card that costs 3. So nothing there. There's a 3/3, 0/0. There's a 4/4. There's a 2/5. So it's not on this side. There's a 1/2. That's not a 1/1. All right, let's look. There is a 1/1 that is above the 3. So it's above Searchlight. This is part of Searchlight. And Searchlight is over here. So it is part of this card and part of that card mixed up with all of this. Kind of a mess. Is the bottom part of this card here. So that's like that. And this is in this area as well, and that's in this area as well. This is all a mess. It'll all get straightened out eventually. But it is currently, this section is a mess because none of these connect right away. And the 9/9 is next to the 1/1. So this is at least somewhat accurate. The 9/9 and 1/1 are near each other with some cards in between. But we'll figure this all out. Does this go here? No, it doesn't go there. Sometimes I place them around the same area and I can go, ooh, this goes together. Okay, so a 2/2 that draws. A 2/2 that draws a thing. So let's find a 2/2. There's a 2/2. This 2/2 does not draw anything. So 1/1, 9/9, 1/1, 3/2, 2/2. Yes, this is a familiar here. Okay, so this is part of this card here. Does it go like that? It doesn't go like that. Okay. So it goes about here then. And then while I'm looking at it, real quick, does this card piece go here? No, that would not make any sense. This goes like here. And this goes somewhere like that. Okay. This is like what the new game plus mode in Wilmot works it out looks like for me. Organized chaos. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, yes, some of these are slightly off and slightly weird, but they're all basically where they need to be. It's just that they don't have anything to connect to, so that it looks like chaos. But these are all accurate, and sort of. I mean, this is not, but like, all right, we need another stack of pieces that I can go through. I'm going to do a stack over here, which you can't see, and then I'll do a stack over here, which you can see, and then I'm just going to go through again. All right, we have got a card that has the flavor text on it. Oops. And this flavor text says, "Oh my." So I need flavor text for a card that ends in something my, and it's a quote. So now I have to go through every card that has flavor text that has a quote in it, because some of the flavor text is just descriptions, some are quotes attributed to people. Oh my, it's part of Jeweled Lotus. Hell yeah, it is. That's great. That goes literally right here. That goes right there. And then does this go right here? Oh, holy shit. We got a chain going, folks. Look at this. We go all the way from Jeweled here, all the way in to Phyrexian. This is to Phyrexian Triniform. Hell yeah. That rules. I'm like fucking psyched about that. Wait, where's this? What's Throne Good? Throne Guard? Something Throne Guard. This card might be in the wrong spot. Throne Guard. It's something Throne Guard. Triniform, Gargoyle. Fire Diamond. Spectre. Is it in the wrong place then? Yeah, this might be in the wrong place. Staunch Throne Guard. That's next to the pyramid. Yeah. Staunch Throne Guard is a artificial creature construct. That's this piece. So that's this card here. Okay. That was in the wrong spot. Okay. That is next to and below rings. Okay. Great. That was in the wrong spot. That might have gotten moved around. Moving on. So as far as D&D goes, I'm having a good time, like, just with some games. That's been fun. Last night, I didn't watch SmackDown, and it feels good to say that out loud. For those that don't know, for a long time, WWE SmackDown was Saturdays from Friday nights from 8 p.m. Eastern until 10 p.m. Eastern. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, AEW ran Rampage. They used to only have 2 hours of TV a week on a Wednesday, and they added another hour called Rampage. And then they added 2 more hours on Saturday. And Rampage went for the thing that happens that you can watch to the thing that happens that you don't really need to watch. But sometimes the C stories on Rampage really great. Like the most recent excellent one has just been Harley Cameron having a good time on Rampage. Before that was a literal love story that transcended storyline and became reality between Cool Hand Angelo Parker, and Ruby Riot. Ruby Soho. Ruby Riot was her WWE name. Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho and Cool Hand Ange, their characters fell in love, and in real life, they're in love and they have a child, and that rules. Because love rules. Love is wonderful. So Rampage was pretty cool. Now, Rampage ended. They don't do Rampage anymore, starting in January. And also, starting last Friday, not yesterday, the week before, SmackDown moved to 3 hours. And it's going to be 3 hours until the summer, and then it goes back down to 2 hours. And that's too many hours of WWE. So my wrestling friends, we have a little crew of people we watch together. I did it last week, and I was like, hey, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. And that kind of became it for me as far as watching SmackDown. Now, when it goes back to 2 hours, I might go for it. I don't know. I might go for it when it goes back down to 2 hours. I might check in and see if you remember when SmackDown was on Thursdays. Indeed, UPN. I might try it again. I'm not convinced that I am done forever watching Rampage, SmackDown, but I can tell you, I'm not watching it for 3 hours. So it was weird yesterday because I didn't watch wrestling. And then I did watch wrestling. Okay, so Searchlight. Searchlight is down here. That is, there's hands. This is this piece here. This goes with this. Does this label, that doesn't go there, that goes next to it. And then this what is this? Why did I say, oh, that's right. This is part of Searchlight. Okay. So that goes like that. There it is. Great. So that goes like that. Excellent. I figured it out that's right. That was the 3 cost, because it's a 3 cost for Searchlight. And then there's more pieces, obviously, it fills it out. We're doing it. It felt weird. I ended up watching wrestling. So there was a Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is an interesting thing because they're part of AEW. Tony Khan full out owns Ring of Honor. And he is one of the major owners of AEW. So he owns Ring of Honor, but Ring of Honor doesn't have a TV deal. but they have watchringofhonor.com, and you pay a monthly subscription, and then 4 times a year there's a pay-per-view. Well, I got the monthly in December so that I could watch the big pay-per-view, and because it's free if you do that. And so I was like, oh, I'll do that. And then I was like, well, I'll do that, and then I'll just watch a couple shows. So I watched this week's Ring of Honor just because I wanted to watch something on a Friday night, because it felt weird. All right, so this is an artifact that starts with equip. Equip and says protection. So I have to look at every artifact that's not on the border, because there's also a card there. So I need to look at every artifact, because they're all artifacts, but this artifact has the instructions to equip. Oh, and I haven't said this in this stream, or I haven't said this, period. This little turn of phrase this is a turn of phrase. Okay, so equipped creature protection. Okay, so this is part of Commander's Plate, which is over here. As it goes right here. It goes right there. Fuck yeah, it goes right there. Hell yeah. We're making this happen. Look at this. Reading the card explains the card is apparently a universal truth in the worlds of Magic the Gathering. Now, I haven't seriously played Magic in a very long time. Ooh, this is part of this card down here. Solvent. This goes... Where are you? Do you go here? No, you go here. This is part of the card Solvent. So we'll put that there just for now. Figure you out more later. But yes, it's been a very long time since I played Magic the Gathering. But when I played Magic the Gathering, reading the card explained the card. And in those days, there were cards without any instructions. There were cards that were just like, it's just a body, or it only just said flying or whatever. Not flying, but you know what I mean? It just had like haste or whatever. And then it wasn't until years later that there were like cards that were like an incredible amount of flavor text, and also or it had no flavor text because it had of all of the instructions that it had to give to explain all of the many things the card did. So I am looking right now for a card that costs 3, and it is underneath a card that ends with a parentheses that says ERY in parentheses. So we're looking for cards that cost 3 that then have text above them. That says library. That's not library. That is definitely ERY. So it's not that one. It's not that one. That costs 5. That costs 3. That's not that one. This costs 7. Sandstorm Oracle, you cost 7? Got to put that in a deck where you cheat, I guess. Cheat that out. I don't know what you're going to do with that. 3? Nope. Okay, so it's on the other side. Let's see. 3, sorcery. ERY, sorcery. Okay, this is part of the familiar. Fuck yeah, it is. We'll get more done with the familiar here. So that's going to go here. And then do you go here? No. Wait, maybe you do. Let's see. It might be because of the bend in the cardboard. Yes, these do go together. Okay, that was just the bend. I was like, this doesn't feel like it should go together, but it should. It made the most sense that it would go together. It does. So there's Fire Diamond. Hooray. Wait, do you two pieces go together? You do go together. I didn't even think of that. Okay, great. This is, yeah, hell yeah. Hey, peek behind the curtain. Let's part the kimono here for a second. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you may remember when I did an Animal Crossing's jigsaw puzzle. And that is the second worst experience I've ever had on stream. The worst was the Transformers model kit that I built that was like a pain in the ass and awful and terrible to put together and physically painful to put together. That's the worst time I've ever had on stream. The second worst time I've ever had on stream were the 2, maybe 3, I think only 2 streams where I tried to work on that jigsaw puzzle, which was a very poorly constructed jigsaw puzzle that had like no positive reviews and everyone hated. And I should not have done. I should have given up on that. I should have started that. It's the only time I've ever given up on a build, and I don't regret giving up on it. I regret starting it in the first place. Okay, so it's not that one. Go look for this. So I put this 500-piece jigsaw puzzle on my wish list because it was reasonably priced and highly rated. People had completed this. There was evidence. When I Googled it, I found people who had done the thing. Okay, so this is part of Brass Herald. Great. Brass Herald is over here. This is part of Brass Herald. This goes somewhere around here. We'll just put it like there. So I had evidence that people had completed this and that it was rated well. One of the nice things about this puzzle is that for most of the pieces, you know the orientation. Yes, unless it is part of like the feathers here, or not the wings, those might be a little difficult to kind of really get the vibe of. But for the most part, you can see that this card, like I know this card goes like this. It doesn't go like that. Okay, so this is an N. Now that I know this is an alphabetical order, it really does open it up. And it's a one sheet. This is a one sheet of artifacts. Of course it's an alphabetical order. But it didn't fucking occur to me. And that's so weird that I didn't come up with. Okay, so this is part of the disc. This is part of the disc over here. So it goes like this. It goes like this. There it is, yeah. So long story short on this, I came into this more confident than the Animal Crossing one. I came into this thinking, okay, well, this is better rated, and it's it's not like easier, but it's a lot of that Animal Crossing puzzle was just grass, and so it was just hunting and pecking for so much of it. And then some of the pieces that were meant to go together didn't look like they fit together, which is terrible. All right, so we're looking for a card that has a map of some kind. This is an artifact that looks like a map or like a compass. It's something. This should easily pop, and I should be able to look at this and go, "Ooh, I know what card this is." So we should be able to find this. It's an artifact that doesn't. Oh yeah, this is part of the ring. This is the hand one. Goes there, and then it goes like that, and you can't see it, but just so you know. It's going well. That was a good spot. I'm relieved. That's what I've been trying to say for the last couple of minutes, as I've also been continuing to do this and then having things to say. I'm relieved that this is a thing that seems doable, and something that I can accomplish. All right, so we need diamond. Diamond is not the first part of this. It is obstructed by this glowingness here. It is the second word is diamond. So this is not sky diamond. This is going to be on the other side of this here. So let's look for diamond that is obstructed by something or other. Golem. Diamond. Great. It's moss diamond. What up, Moss Diamond? You're not the 00. You're next to the 00. You are next to this. You are here. If you were next to this, and then you were here. Oh yeah, but you're next to the piece that's next to the piece there. Okay, so you're like here, and then something goes there. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm relieved because this is going so much better than I thought it could be. Not that I thought it would be, but it could be. All right, we got a quotes here from Thamas. So this should be fine if we look for quotes that are attributed to a guy with THAMZA. There it is. This is part of Universal Solvent, which is over here, which goes over here. Hooray. And also, obviously, right? Obviously, intuitively, as I'm putting cards down, as I'm filling out cards and putting down jigsaw puzzle pieces, it starts to come together because then things are snapping together. So I am looking for flavor text that says, "Be no iron tools." Be no iron tools. There would be no iron tools. Which I kind of remember, but apparently not well enough to immediately find it. I have seen some of these cards in play. I have heard some of these cards in play, but most of the time, unless it is a new card, people don't read out the flavor text, right? Or unless you open the card. And so I have come across some artifacts in my day. And I do watch some people play Magic the Gathering, but that's mostly for the friendship. Nope. I don't always watch for the excellent Magic the Gathering playing. Mostly it's for the fun friends and the good times. So, where are you? Flavor text that is not a quote. All right. Could not find that flavor text. We'll try one more time. We are going to take a pause for the cause in a moment or two. I'll talk about ways that you can support the channel. I will say this. These streams fucking fly. This first hour flew by. I should say this because it's been a hot minute since I said this. I really genuinely enjoy streaming. I wouldn't do it 4 times a week, 3 times model kit building or the like, or in this case, jigsaw puzzling, and one time a week doing something else. This week, playing some Pokemon. I wouldn't do that if I didn't like it. I would figure something else out. Sometimes 2 hours feels like 2 hours. Sometimes 2 hours feels like 10 fucking hours. There have been streams that I have done because and it's not about you, the chat. It's not about the kit I'm building. It's not about my opinion on streaming or what's going on in the world. A lot of times it's just like how my fucking brain feels that day. Because there are some days where I'm like, I worked on a project for another job. I sent emails out. I got rejected for some things. I was like trying to get some stuff to do. The fucking booking on the wrestling show that I like is dog shit. You know, a bunch of things. I was like rude to someone and I feel bad about that. And so I'm beating myself up for being rude, even though it was justified, but it wasn't justified, Pat. You could have been the bigger person. Why aren't you being the bigger person more often, Pat? Like all that shit. There are just some days where streaming is just like, feels more like a job than it does on other days. It's always work. This is work that I'm doing here. I take that work seriously. But there are some days where I'm like, you know what? This was a fucking joy, and that time fucking flew, and I can't believe we're done. And Thursday and Saturday and today, so Thursday and today, Monday, not really Monday, but Thursday and today have felt like I have been in the zone, and I am like making it happen. I think the frame really fucked me up a little bit. It was necessary. I had to do the frame. I had to get the frame done. But like pieces that I was convinced were part of the bottom frame were part of the top frame and vice versa. And that just like kind of was, it wasn't demoralizing, but it was frustrating. All right. I might have to give up on this piece here because I can't find the flavor text I need that says no iron tools. And I bet I'll find it later. Here it is. It's Rings of Brighthearth. Great. Rings of Brighthearth is the next, it is flavor text for this card here. It goes somewhere like that. Does it go into that? No, it doesn't go into that. That goes back there. It's somewhere around here. Hooray. Excellent. But yeah, this has felt like I'm making progress. I'm accomplishing something. It does hit that, like, jigsaw puzzles do hit that kind of like, oh. You feel accomplishment, like minor moments of accomplishment, but also a little smart. I feel a little smart when I like put together a big chain like this here. Like this, I'm like, hell yeah, I know what I'm doing here. I'm putting this part together. Over here's looking good. The corners are filling in. Oh, I'm gonna figure out where that one is for that card very soon, and it's gonna look great. I don't know. There's something that's just like hitting about it, and that's nice. It's nice. Anyway, I'm going to take a pause for the cause here in just a second. Let's go over to this screen. Hey, welcome to the pause for the cause. This is my opportunity to talk to you about ways that you, the viewer, can help me out if you want to. Everything I'm about to talk to you is optional. You're under no obligation to do any of these things. But if you would like to, it'll be rad. I got to drink a little water here. I'm parched. But yes, if you would like to help me out, you're more than likely, I'm going to tell you ways that you can do it. First and foremost, if you're currently a subscriber to the Baer Workshop, let's throw the Bear Cave, Lego, Scythe, and Tier 2 Blue Emote in the chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through Cash Money, your Prime Gaming token. If you have Amazon Prime, linked with your Twitch, you get that token. You can use that token for anybody, and you're here. So if you've got it available, use it for this guy. Subscribing is another way that you can help out. You could gift a sub like Aristofan did. Be top of the gift sub leaderboard. That would be rad. Also, Beifu gave some bits. You could join the cheer leaderboard by giving some cheer. That would be great. Appreciate that as well. Those are all ways to support me right here on Twitch, which is a platform. Hey, weirdly enough, it's a platform you're already on right now. So if you want to do that, you could. There are other ways to support me financially if you're so inclined. Again, optional, of course. I'm not making demands. I'm not begging you. I'm just letting you know. I got a Patreon. Patreon.com/PatBear. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for different tiers. Consider joining me on Patreon. Over on my Patreon right now, if you wanted to, you could vote. There has been a poll going to decide what I do on January 14th. The second Tuesday of every month is my Patreon choice episode, where I give you some options, and $3, $5, and $10 tier patrons can vote. Right now, save the date for next Tuesday, because we're playing Jackbox Survey Scramble for the second time, because there were some updates, so we're going to check in on Jackbox Survey Scramble. There have been updates since the first time we tried it out. So we're going to do that. That seemingly won the poll from a couple days ago. Speaking of polls, my patrons will have a poll coming up on Monday. My $10 tier patrons are going to vote on which Lego set I work on, because Aristofan, shout outs to Aristofan, purchased 3 things off my Amazon wishlist: 2 Lego sets and this very jigsaw puzzle that I'm working on. So I need to know what to work on next, because I'm going to tell you right now, friends, on Thursday, I'm going to take a break from this and do a Lego set. I've never done that before outside of holiday stuff, but I think I want to break from jigsawing for one stream, and it'll be next Thursday. Will be Lego. And then back to jigsaw puzzling, because I just want to break. So we'll do that. My brain needs to think about something else. Anyway, that'll be up soon for my $10 patrons. I have a YouTube channel at youtube.com/PatBear. Over my YouTube channel, you can subscribe if you want to. It's free. You should do that. Jump in on the YouTube. Also, while you're there, consider becoming a member over on Patreon. Over on YouTube. YouTube members, here's the thing you get. You get my Wednesday videos on Tuesday. So you don't have to wait until Wednesday to find out another show that I really loved from the fall 2024 season, because there'll be a video for you on Tuesday. So that's how that works. Those are all monthly ways to support me. If you want to just throw $1 or $2 in my tip jar, buy me a coffee, go to Ko-Fi or my PayPal. You can do that. Everything I make through direct donations through YouTube, which includes AdSense, so watching my videos helps me out, through Patreon and through Twitch, all goes into a fund. And out of that fund, I buy model kits. I've got a backlog full of a bunch of cool shit that I would love to work on. That I would be great if I could get into. And currently, I can't work on anything from that backlog, which is fine. It just keeps building, which is great, because it means that I won't run out of stuff to build, which is a worry that I have. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. What's the thing, Pat? Here's the thing. Currently, I am working on a jigsaw puzzle that was purchased by a Aristofan, and I have some Lego to work on that was purchased by Aristofan that was bought off my Amazon wish list. So it jumped the queue, and it'll be the next thing, the thing I'm working on now, and the things I'll be working on soon. And I can't work on anything else until I finish the things bought from my wish list. If you want to buy something for me to build, you can go to my Amazon wish list and see if there's something there that you would like to see me put together. I've got inexpensive kits, expensive kits. I got this it's a small little kit. It'll probably won't take long at all to build. It's a 1-to-1 scale shrimp, sushi shrimp. That just seems silly and fun. Like I really have to zoom in on that one for y'all. But I got that. I got a bunch of things and things. If you'd like to see me put together any of those things, you can buy them. Lego model kits, knockoff stuff, all kinds of things. Inexpensive, all the way to hey, why is that $40-something? Why would anyone buy the Atlas Gundam Thunderbolt for $37? I don't know, but that's the price of it. Why is the only Black Knight kit that I haven't built yet $41? It looks fucking rad, but why is it $41 right now? But if you want to buy me a kit, you could do that. You could do that. I have Throne, which is my alternative to Amazon. Throne is a nice little alternative there. Wishlist provider. So you can check that out. And then also the most convoluted way to support me financially. If you want to do it, you can. Go to USA Gundam Store. USA Gundam Store, you can buy a gift card. They will send you an email with a gift card code. Then you send me a whisper on Twitch or a DM, a private message on Twitter or Blue Sky or Mastodon with that gift card code. And then I will use that gift card code to buy a model kit from USA Gundam Store. So if you want to support me financially and go through the most steps possible, that's how you do it. I have a couple of video links. Or no, if you want to support me and not spend any money, I got a Discord. Join my Discord. It's full of cool folks. We'd love to have you over in the Discord. A couple of video links for you to check out. Pat Baer's Anime Club. This episode was recorded live on Twitch on New Year's Eve. It is my fall review, winter preview. The winter season is in full swing, and I talk about a bunch of shows that are coming out, some of which I've watched, some of which I'll never watch again. But I also talked about last season. So if you were like, well, everyone said I should watch Dan, I'd like to know what Pat thinks of Dan. Well, you can watch that. You can watch the video where I talk about it for several minutes. Or if you want to hear me talk about Dan in 1 minute, you can watch this week's Kuma Baer. Kuma Baer is my weekly anime recommendation series where I talk about anime that I really like in under a minute, because that's how long I have for shorts, is a minute. So you can watch that there. Please do, and you'll learn in under a minute why I think Kuma Baer rules. And I don't get into the specifics of the content warnings, but I mention that the show is bookended by content warnings because there's some stuff that's not great, that is not reflective on the whole show, but might be a deal breaker. And maybe you want to look up spoilers to figure that shit out before you dive in. Because it would legitimately, I am not joking, bum me out if someone was like, well, Pat put Dan in his top 10 list and really seemed to like it. And it really made me sad, Pat. So I wish you hadn't told me about it. Like, oh yeah, that would bum me out. So, we got that going. What's going to happen now is I'm going to talk to you about a manga that I have been reading, and I'm going to talk to you about an anime episode that I watched. And before I can do that, I need to dramatically transition back to the overhead camera and also drink some water. So let's get into that. And we'll do those things right now. Mm. All right. So, got a new batch of cards that I can find here. This is part of the S here. This is Staunch Throne Guard. So I can find Staunch Throne Guard is down here. Because that is, yeah, that's next to this one. So it is somewhere around here. Oh, it goes with this. Staunch Throne Guard goes right there. Great. Already found it. While I start looking at these, and I hopefully won't talk myself through it, I am going to talk to you about a manga that I have been reading called Adventurers Guild Universal Advisor. They put the apostrophe S there. It throws me off, but that is the official translation of it. Adventurers Guild Universal Advisor. Because usually it's just the Adventurer Guild or Adventurers Guild, but it's like multiple adventurers. No, it's the guild for... It's the guild's adventure. It's the Adventurers Guild as Universal Advisor. This is a kicked storyline. This is a banished/kicked subgenre. It is not an isekai yet. It could be one, but as of right now, it has not been labeled an isekai. And again, it could become one. This is Sunset Pyramid. That's very easy to find out. That is next to this one here. So it is okay, yeah. That just goes here, and then that goes like that. Do these go together? These don't go together. Okay, so we'll figure that out later, but that goes like here. I thought for sure these two pieces are going to fit together. No, they don't. We'll figure that out. Yeah, but that goes like there. And, okay, yeah. That's how that card goes. That goes like that, I think. All right, great. We'll move on. Yeah, so this is a kicked story. Our dude was part of the hero's party, and he was the manager of the party. And he was like, he took care of the busy work. He dealt with guild requests. He got supplies. He figured stuff out. Should say, trained adventurer. He wasn't as strong as the hero. He wasn't flashy, but he was dependable and knew what he was doing, and also did all the bullshit busy work. Anyway, eventually, the hero is just like, well, you're not good at battle, which he was, but whatever. He just wasn't up to his level. So he's like, you're out. Get out of here. So our guy is like, all right, well, I'm just going to fucking drink then. I'm going to go to this guild on the outskirts where there's nothing going on. And the head of the guild leader at this place is being really shitty to me, and he treats me like I'm an asshole, even though I have never done anything to him. But whatever, I'm just going to drink and hang out because I'm going to be depressed. That's our guy, Red. Red's just going to fucking be bummed out. So he ends up meeting an adventurer named Stealth. Stealth is a rookie. We later learn that we know pretty immediately that Stealth is a girl, but Stealth is kind of tomboyish, so our guy does not recognize this is a girl. But anyway, she's a rookie, and she's just like in a bunch of fucking trouble. So she asks for help. She asks for help, and he managed to help her out pretty easily because he is strong again. This is just as one in the corner here, but for whatever reason I can't find it, so now I'm looking patiently for this one. Anyway, she's just like, hey, what if you took me as an apprentice? And through happenstance, ended up putting her in another party, and kind of trained. He's never trained anybody. Turns out he's a natural because he has all this talent. Not only does he have natural talent, he also has a lot of knowledge. Okay, so that's not Codex Shredder, even though that's also one. Those colors don't match up. And it's not... Oh, it is Commander Plate. It's Commander's Plate. It goes right here. Fuck yeah, it goes right there. Hell yeah. Next one. A card that is a 2/5. I have seen a 2/5 before. It's down here. It's part of Throne Guard. I'm finding more about Throne Guard every time I look. It goes right here. Hell yeah, Throne Guard. It's all coming together now, Throne Guard. I'm figuring you out. This piece, I guess I thought there's a Sphinx. This is a Sphinx. It's Sandstone Oracle. This is a piece of Sandstone Oracle, which is right here. Hell yeah. This just says sorcery in the corner. There is a parentheses, and then it says sorcery. I saw this before. I don't remember where. So I got to look now at every card. Anyway, he ends up with like a whole party of people that he is training. And it turns out, hey, I'm pretty good at this. And a scheme gets put together. Oh, he finds out, also, the guy who's been shitty to me, this is part of a plot. And so he gets that guy out, and the replacement is like, we got to keep this dude. We got to keep Red. The replacement, new head of the guild, understands that Red is very fucking good at being an adventurer, and he's also training young adventurers. And she literally has the line, "This is the thing that we should have been doing. It only makes sense if young adventurers are trained, then they don't die early." And maybe, and it's like it used to be, we'll be like, oh, well, then they weren't good at anything. But maybe it's because we're not nurturing them and they could be good at something. Which just seems like no fucking duh. All right, so that's not this one. Wait. Creature as a sorcery. Why does this look like the same piece? This looks like an identical piece, and it really fucked me up. Oh, it goes next to it. There are two cards in a row that end in the phrase sorcery. So that really fucked me up there for a second, guys. Sorry, I got thrown. Anyway, yeah, he becomes a teacher, and part of that is seemingly is to get him to. Oh wait, no. Are there three cards in a row that end in sorcery? Equip only as a sorcery. What the fuck? Wait, where'd that card go? Oh, I did it. Oh, no. Okay. I thought I did it. I found it. All right. So there are at least three cards that end with the parenthetical sorcery. So it's not this one. Sorcery. Even though it says creature. Because that's there. It's another card that ends with a parenthetical that says sorcery. So I got to find a third card that says that. Because you got to equip it as a sorcery. So there's a third fucking card that says that, and I got to find that. Jesus. I might throw this in the other pile. This might be a future Pat will take care of this piece later. Anyway, a thing about this manga, which is fun, is that it's not just a slow life where he's training people and everything's good now. We're at the point now, 10 chapters in, where the hero is definitely being led by some sort of evil that may or may not be part of the demons. The demons are around, and our guy fights demons, and and people are like, oh shit, okay, equip only as a sorcerer. Oh, so this might be part of Pen and Blade. So we'll look at Pen and Blade here. This might be part of Pen and Blade. It looks like it is part of Pen and Blade. So we'll see later if this is right. But this looks like this is right. This looks like the right piece that goes there. I think this is correct. We'll find out later. I think that's accurate. Okay, moving on to another piece and more talking about this manga. Yeah, so they're demons, and he's got to figure that out. Okay, this ability. So I'm looking for this symbol, and under that says this ability. So let's look for that. Do you need to run out and find this manga? No, probably not. I think it's good. I like it, but I don't necessarily think it's a must like read. But I have liked what I've read of it. So you could do worse than Adventurers Guild Universal Advisor. I think it's heating up. We're going to find out in the fight with the demons. Apparently, the demons figured out that killing adventurers when they're young is a smart choice because young adventurers could turn out to be veterans someday. So they've been killing young adventurers, and that's how our hero gets mixed up with them. And that's where the guild is like, oh, we should have been looking after these people, huh? It's like, yeah. Yes, you should have. All right, so this is a card that says something Tom. And then above it is some text. Can I figure out what this says? Just looking for cards that have Tom in it. Maybe I can. It's something Tom. It's something with an M, Tom. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it. We'll see. Anyway, that's my manga recommendation. I think it's a pretty good one of those. You know me, I read a lot of these kinds of manga, and I'm enjoying this one. I think the art style is pretty good. Tom. Tome. It's part of Tome. This is part of Jalen Tome. It goes over here because that's where the tome is. Yeah, it goes like here, around like there. I found it. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about an anime episode I've been watching while I look for something. Stoke the Spirit. I'm looking for the text. Stoke the Spirit. While I talk to you about the manga, not the manga. What am I saying? Well, I talk to you about the anime that I've been watching, which is episode 13 of Dragon Ball Daima. That's right. Dragon Ball Daima is back after taking a week off, maybe 2 weeks off. They're back in it. I am going to continue talking about it because it was just getting good. And so I was like, hey, turns out Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3 is enough for me to be like, all right, well, I'm going to give this a couple more episodes because Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3 and that makes me happy. Turns out I'm a nostalgia dork. That doesn't turn out that way. I've known that for a very long time. But turns out, yeah, that is enough for me to be like, okay, yes. Well, I wonder if that card was that targeted creature as a sorcery. That piece that I was like, oh, I think this goes here. And now I don't know where that is. It might have been right over there. We'll find out later. We'll find out later if that's where that went. Because the middle here is the most I haven't found enough pieces for the middle. Anyway, I need to find a flavor text that ends with the spirit. So I'm looking for that. So yeah, episode 13 of Dragon Ball Daima. I said, hey, the action's getting good. I'm psyched about this. I'm feeling good about it here. Forgot to bring it up, but I love that they also pulled out the Vegito moveset of going all kicks with your arms crossed. Yes, because remember, Vegito is like what Goku and Vegeta can agree upon, and in that instance, it's just like fucking kicking a dude. They're like, well, we both want to kick a dude, so we'll do that. So I need to find the spirit. There it is. Fire Diamond, the essence of flame to stoke the spirit. The essence of flame to stoke the spirit. That piece goes there. Now, does this go near anything else? Does this go like this? Yes, it does. Great. Great. Does that go there? Yes, it does. Hell yeah. Does this go here? No, that doesn't go there. But that goes like this, basically. I'm loving it. So anyway, episode 13 starts with, you guessed it, a plane malfunction. It's infuriating. It's like the go-to move in Dragon Ball Daima. The go-to move in Dragon Ball Daima is, what if there's a fucking problem with the plane that we're on, or the spaceship, or whatever. In this case, it's because they're trying to warp between worlds, and Goma is just like, hey, disable the warp. So they do, and that causes Hibis's plane to have problems, and so they have to land. And then some of them are like, let's try to repair the plane. And then Goku and Vegeta and some other folks, including I forget who else. We'll find out again. My notes will tell me later. Anyway, they're like, let's go explore. Which is like, what if you didn't? Like, you need to for the story, but like, what if you didn't? All right, so Celestial Blade. This is a piece of Celestial Blade because it's equipment. So we got to figure out where that is. Let's figure out where. It's Ancestral. Is it Ancestral Blade? Yes, it's part of Ancestral Blade. It goes right over here. You can barely see it. It goes right there. That's right. It's not Celestial Blade, it's Ancestral Blade. We need a quote that ends with Guild Pack, or flavor text, I should say. Not quote. Flavor text that ends with Guild Pack. So now I'm looking at flavor text that ends in Guild Pack. No. Nope. 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 So they go and explore. Again, we've done the trope that I hate, that this is just like, let's kill some time. Vegeta's just like, let's just fly there. A bunch of us can fucking fly. So let's just do that. He doesn't say fucking. This is part of Searchlight. This goes right here. Great. Hell yeah. But they're like, no, you're not a demon. You can't do that. Because you're immortal, so you cannot go through the warp on your own. They're apparently on planet Mega. Neva's just like, hey, you got to fix this thing because there are giants on this planet, and like, we do not want to be hanging out here. All right, I got a thing here that says Soldier. So there is a card here named Soldier, and so this is a piece of description of a card named Soldier. So now I need to go through all of this and find Soldier, and then I can put that card there. Meanwhile, Glorio is calling Dr. Aransu and be like, hey, we got the second Dragon Ball. And we're on our way to the first realm. Pansy's working on the plane, and talks about a mineral that like maybe, hey, I wonder if this mineral we're just bringing up now is going to be important. Perhaps it will be important. Universal assistant. Okay, I have not found the Soldier here. It might be covered in text. I'm going to put that in the figure this out later pile. Look up at the top. You may put, why did I think I could figure that out immediately? Most books. All right, so I am looking for flavor text that says most books. Most books. A light. A flame. Most books. Most books. So I'm burying the lead about this episode because the thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is all of the fucking big old hamsters, because that's what's on this goddamn planet, is a bunch of giant ass hamsters. And so already I was like, well, I don't like the fact that this episode had the worst go-to in this entire series, which is engine trouble. But yeah, no, the hamsters are not there. They're dealing with it because there are the Megath, the giants that live on there, are even bigger than the hamsters. And they're like, oh, that's a kid, and that kid is just going about their day. So we get to see not only have our heroes been shrunken down into child form, they're on a planet full of giants, and that is very fun. That is very fun and good. And this episode is kind of like the promise of going into a completely different world that we haven't seen before in Dragon Ball and just sticking our characters there and seeing what's going on. I cannot find most books. I cannot find flavor text most books. We'll look again here. There's a little pet that's searching for them. They find them. They play around with the pet, just like the pet can't really harm them, and they're just kind of like killing time. It's cute. It's a cute little thing. Piccolo's being kind of nice. It's fun. Meanwhile, the ship finally gets repaired. I did not find the flavor text for this, so it's going in the deal with this later pile, because I couldn't find it. They fly away because the child is like, what's going on here? Because they try to stop them from getting away, and then they do. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, Planet Giga is even worse. That's from the Gigas. So I guess you're named, like, hey, we're named Earthlings. I guess we're not technically, we're Earthlings. So I guess that makes sense, but it's weird. And so they leave Planet Mega. But they're basically just like, hey, don't worry about it. It's even worse. And then we're still getting a little bit more about how Glorio is working for Arinsu, and I don't know if that's going to come to bite us in the butt that's still happening. But it is still happening. This episode was kind of fine. Like I said, there wasn't any fighting, but it was well animated and kind of silly and fun. So I liked it. Like I had a good time with this week's episode, even if it wasn't like my favorite episode of Daima, because it was like, hey, yeah, some of these worlds should be fucking weird as hell, right? Like this should be a weird time. This should feel strange and unique. So even if like not a lot happened in it, it was weird, and I did like that. I did not watch the girl golf episode. I will watch that for Monday and talk about it on Monday. I still haven't figured out what shows I'm watching when, but I think I'll watch that for Monday. And I'm going to keep watching Daima. And then I don't have anything for Thursdays yet. But I also have I'm going to at least watch the second episode of Zenshu. It's because Zenshu was the first episode of Zenshu was fucking weird as hell because it's an isekai, and we didn't know it was going to be isekai. It's also funny that Dragon Ball and One Piece are currently doing areas with giants. Yeah, I mean, One Piece has certainly done it before. They've certainly had giants around before. It's been a hot minute, but they've had them. This is kind of new for Dragon Ball. All right, so I need to find a card that has flavor text that ends in the word wisdom. It ends the sentence with wisdom. One thing about doing this is, like, I am relying on I'm relying on doing the reading here using the magnifying glass, and that's not necessarily the best for my eyes. So I am, like, struggling sometimes to find things. I've also found that I can talk about something that's going on in my mind, but I can't doing anime recaps is a little harder with this than anything else I've done. Because I can kind of build a model kit while talking about that. I just go a little slower. But turns out, I can't really talk about my feelings on an anime episode and also find a specific word or phrase on a card looking through a magnifying glass. Yep, okay. I can't find this one, so it goes in the figure it out later pile. I'm going to have to dig back into the... I'm going to have to sort through the figure it out later pile. All right, so this is a 4 cost that is right below a 1x1. This should not be too hard to find, he says, as he looks through all of the cards here. So let's figure 4. Hey, immediately found it. It's over here. It's this card here. So let's see. Is it this? It is. Nope, that doesn't fit right. So it's not that. Is it this one? Yes, it's that one. Okay. So this goes like that. And then it's going to go somewhere like that. This is going to go somewhere like that. I figured out that this is the card that I was like, oh, this goes here. It doesn't go here. It goes there. This is the card that like didn't fit right where I was putting it. Oh, yeah. This didn't fit right where I was putting it. And I was like, this seems wrong, because it was wrong. It goes over here. It is somewhere around here. It's not that, but it's like around here. Because this card needs to go. It's basically above this card here. And no, it's above this card here. Okay, so it's like over here. Somewhere like that. Okay, so that's where that goes. Now is the part of the stream where I want to hear from you, friends. We got some time left. What are you up to? What are you watching? What are you playing? Did you go to the movies this weekend? You got any plans coming up? You watching any GDQ? I've watched almost none of the GDQs. I do know that there was today there was a live band that was playing while someone played Crazy Taxi, and that's fucking rad. That's just fucking rad. All right, so I'm looking for a fox creature. I'm looking for an artifact creature fox. That should not be hard to find. We had a Sphinx there. So yeah, let me know what you're up to. Like I said, I have not been watching GDQ. I've had a lot of other stuff going on this weekend. I will go through some stuff that's on YouTube later to give some recommendations. But yeah, I haven't been going through it. And I will. Okay, so this is artifact creature fox. So this goes here like this. And then do you go next to the fox? So that's 2/2. So this goes below it like this. Do these pieces connect? These pieces do connect. Okay. Ooh. It's kind of like unfolding now. It's kind of figuring itself out. Look at that. It's great. Yeah, I want to hear what's going on. What are y'all up to? For me, hey, Helldivers date. I had a Helldivers date today with some friends. So not only today did I play some tabletop stuff with friends, some Fiasco, I also played some Helldivers 2. But not a lot of Helldivers 2, but we got some of it. The Essence. I know that there's a card that says the essence of. There's flavor text that says the essence, so I'm going to read that flavor text over here. It's harmonizes with the essence of its master. That's not this flavor text. There's other flavor text that says the essence. So I'm going to try to figure out where that is. Because I remember reading about the flavor text of the essence of fire is to stoke the spirit. It's this. It's over here. It's this. Is it this piece? No. Oh. The essence of flame. This is the essence of something else. It's not the essence of flame. This is the essence of Li. Okay, so it's a different essence. There is another card with the flavor text of the essence of. and I need to find that. A sad fat man says, I once again finished up work at the last minute because I'm terrible at time management. I hear you. And apparently incapable of change. Also, I've been playing a lot of Brotato. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, look. Sometimes it's a thing that you can work on, and sometimes you're like, all right, well, I'm just never going to get that. Okay, this is the essence of wind. Is to lift up the weary, but this is not the essence of wind. This is another the essence of. I forgot that there are multiple artifacts that say the essence of. That's weird, and I don't remember why. I don't know why I didn't remember that, but I didn't remember that. But that's funny. Let's see. Aristvan says, I watched the live band for Crazy Taxi and it ruled. Yeah, that sounds rad as hell. That is something that I am definitely going to watch because that's great. All right. I got to find the other flavor text that says the essence. The essence of life is from the diamond. It's, where is that going to be? That's the card next to this one. So it's this, the essence. This essence is different. This is the essence of, okay. I had this card, I had a piece down here, over here, because I thought it was the essence card. It wasn't. This is the essence card that I needed. It goes there. Hell yeah. Last reason I found out I don't have any shows to watch besides Daima this season since the golf anime is on High Dive. So I watched a couple episodes of season 1 of Apothecary Diaries, and that show is pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, season 2 of Apothecary Diaries is out right now, so you can get caught up and then watch it weekly. Wait, so sorry, hold on. Undo. Wait. Okay, sorry. Hold on 1 second. So the wait. Oh, I guess are there multiple golf ones? Because Serenity Utility is on Crunchyroll, isn't it? Isn't that on Crunchyroll? The gay golf one? Yeah, that's on Crunchyroll. Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, that one's on Crunchyroll. I know it's on Crunchyroll. But maybe there's a different golf anime that you're watching that's on High Dive. That makes sense. The one that is probably queer baiting, not really queer, but the original series that's not based on anything is Soriaro Utility. That's on Crunchyroll. So, but also, I have come around on, and I am watching season 2 of that. Yeah, you were talking about Soriaro Utility. I only see the original net animation on Crunchyroll. Am I wrong? I mean, I have High Dive. Was I watching it on something else? Like what? Maybe the original ended up on Crunchyroll and then the series is on a High Dive and I'm just wrong about that? Maybe I'm just... It's possible. Like I said, I do have High Dive. I'll look it up. Again, I haven't watched episode 2 yet. Yeah, okay, that's on High Dive. Okay, weird. Yeah, that's right. The short is on Crunchyroll and they didn't get it. That's what it is. Okay. I forgot about that. My apologies. I watched the first episode, but I have everything, so I had signed back up for High Dive, so okay. Lord Crash says, I watched a few of the AGDQ runs, like the quick big rigs run. That game takes no time to run, which is fun. It's fascinating and fun that takes no time at all to run. Okay, this card is something with a Y and then DIAN. So I guess I thought I could figure this one out pretty easily because the first word is small. So we'll try to see if I can figure that out. this might have been aggressive of me to think that I could find it. Or is it Sky Diamond? And then it is easy for me to find. Yes, because it's fucking Sky Diamond. Where are you, Sky Diamond? Sky Diamond, you're here. You are around here. Are you this piece here? You're not this piece here. But you're around here. You're a Sky Diamond. You're the end of a card. It makes sense if you're this card. Yeah, you are that card. Okay, or they are that spot there. Great. Hooray. Sky Diamond. The very cool UFO 50 run. Oh, 4 people swapped out, so each ran a game in the collection. That's fun. That's something I'll check out later. The fun Resident Evil DS that had a lot of puns for what it's in a Jill sandwich. Okay, always good. And then the neat Insomniac FPS Disruptor that had some cool tricks to it. Nice. Erstvan says GDQ had a showcase where someone beat several bosses in Elden Ring using an electronic saxophone. I heard about Elden Ring bosses being beat. I did not hear the part where it was fucking on electric saxophone. That is very fun and silly. I did see a couple of people I know being like, all right, I'm going to download Elden Ring again, because that was enough to get them back into it. Commander Sphere. I think that's what it's called. This is part of Commander Sphere. That goes right over here. Hell yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Progress. Yeah, I didn't hear that it involved saxophone, as I said, so now that makes me more interested. This is the there's only one. I think there's only one artifact that's a griffin. So if I figure that out, that's prototype. No, there's 2. There's multiple griffins, because this griffin is something prototype, which is different from Sandstone Oracle. Prototype. They seem to have a number of competitive games on schedule this year for tournaments and such. Yeah, that they change their they go through different phases, and sometimes summer games and awesome games have a different vibes to them. But also it could be that money was down last year, so this year they're trying to do more things that would drive. Community incentives always do well, but sometimes the competitive nature of that stuff brings in some people. Okay, so this is a Blade Griffin prototype, and I don't have. Oh, I do have a piece here, so that goes with this then. Hell yeah, goes right there. We're making it. There's also big Elden Ring DLC bingo race. Each player was trying to fill a bingo card with tasks, and it came down to the wire. That sounds fun too. Y'all have been watching way more GDQ than I have, which is fine. I didn't do a lot of consuming media today because I spent a good amount of time on the phone day canceling my old internet now that I don't get an employee discount and ordering Google Fiber. Excited to go from 50 down to 1 gigabyte. I miss Fios. That was Verizon Fiber. Fios. Oh God, I miss Fios. Fios was so great. It was awesome, and I do miss it dearly. Ingenuity Engine. This is a piece of Ingenuity Engine, which is a cool card and also really fun to say. Ingenuity Engine is this here, so it's underneath the sphere. It is this card right here. Hell yeah. And that is going to be the last piece of the puzzle for today. Let's take a look at this. I will do a count, and I will have a count on Monday of how many pieces I have down here and how many I have left. So I don't know right now how many this is, so I can't give you an estimate. But it's a good amount. We did better than we did on Thursday. Lastbrook, as I said, I have not watched much of GDQ. I have not watched the 4-player Mario Brothers race. I often don't watch the races, because it's more about reacting to the several people at once and not about talking about the run itself. And I don't find that as interesting. Sometimes the races are kind of fun, like the Mario Maker, where it was a bunch of people trying to finish levels they've never seen before. That was interesting. But generally, the races don't appeal to me. Just me. That's just me. But this feels good. This is way more than we had before. I'm very happy about this. I'm looking forward to continue to work on this build, or assembly, I should say, not build. Oops, a piece slid off here, and I gotta get that back together. I will continue this on Monday, and then I think Thursday I'm going to take a break from doing this. But Monday we're definitely deep into it. I will let you know how many pieces I have gotten on here at the start of Monday's stream. Thank you all so much for being here. We are going to end with a raid. That is how we end every stream around here. We're going to go find someone doing cool stuff and go spend some time with them. I encourage you to come and hang out with our raiding friends. Who are we going to hang out with? Let's see. How long has this streamer been going? Because we can always go and see them. I don't know how much longer Pizza Suplex is going to be streaming, but it's been a while since we raided, so we're going to do that. Going for 2.5 hours, so we'll go see what the deal is over there. So feel free to come along on this raid. I hope you do. I hope you will check out my next stream, which will be Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, where I'll be continuing, weirdly enough, I'm going to be doing more of this thing. Let's go hang out with Pizza Suplex. We got some Tekken 8 going. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I hope you will come back. I hope you go on this raid. I hope you come back on Monday for more puzzling and fun stuff next week. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.